Talking about a man who's been on top of his game for a long time, Kevin Sheedy notches up 1,000 games, coaching, all forms, playing, all that sort of stuff.
It's 1,000 in inverted commas.
I thought that was great. And then Damo here said, that's a load of rubbish. It was, there was practice matches included in that. And,
well, NAB Cup games.
NAB Cup games.
Pre-season. Official pre-season games as a player and a coach.
NAB Cup games, just by the way, that goes towards whether you're in the 300 club, whether you're in the 200 club. So they're actual proper games.
Proper games, yeah. They're talking about the club as opposed to official games.
So you're talking 1,000 games down by the sound of it?
Yeah, 900.
It's not quite 1,000, is it, Danny? And let's face it. It's we're talking
There's
official
4 international games there.
They are official games, the NAB Cup games. If they go towards a player, they go towards a player. No, but if they go towards a player making the 200 club or the 300 club, by the way, that's the only way I got in the 300 club.
Oh, you're not on your own.
Because I played in a lot of night games because the Kangaroos, we had to win night games because they needed the money.
Yeah, to pay Duck's salary.
But so he's coached 1,000 games.
Yeah,
been involved,
but he hasn't. Like when you talk premiership season games, he hasn't. So maybe
don't rain on his parade, though.
I don't think you do rain on his parade.
So what AFL record?
So I'm not a 300. So I'm not a 300 game player.
No, well you're not. No, and that's a simple fact.
You know what?
You're not.
Just shattered me.
You're a life member, though. You had 300 games,
but you're not. I mean, it's
but I
fact.
am. The AFL says that I'm a 300 game player. You're saying
no, you're a 300 club member.
Yeah,
that's not a 300 game player.
Just beating the greatest player in the history of the game down within an inch of his life.
Just like dealing in facts, guys. So,
has anyone seen Chief on the Fox? Because he's missing on Friday night, and I used to assume to be front and square on Foxtel. So all the Olympics, I hear Dwayne Russell and JB and all the boys.
JB's been everywhere.
I think they overseas have realised he's got a good head for radio. That's what they've realised.
I think he might have fell asleep, and the Bulgarian weightlifting team smuggled him in, and he's still trying to get out. Because he does. He looks like a Bulgarian weightlifter.
They're trying to hide him over there, Spud. They're trying to hide him.
Where is he? Chief Watch. Get on Twitter. Have you seen the Chief? Now, Chrisso, you were studying the form. You're going to rip to shreds tonight in the call. But just before you came in, there was a lot of controversy. And just to fill you in, that Damien Barrett sort of talked down the fact that Sheeds was coaching and playing his 1,000th game. And we thought it was a magnificent achievement, even if it was pre-season games. Wayne Carey here disputed the fact that he said he's a 300-game player. Number 43 here disputed it. Just said it had night games involved in it as well. Now, you are a life member.
I'm a life member. I'm part of the 300 club.
And Wayne Swass has played
he's part of the
282.
He's played in the 300 club as well.
And I luckily got in there because coaching come on the end of it too.
Oh, you're in there as well?
In there as well.
Please.
About 360 to be 360 games with coaching. So
how many playing games?
Oh, well, about 240. Yeah. But that's all right. 240 more than you. But
you must be in there too, Chris. Everyone else in this box.
No, I didn't get
Damo, you actually get 2 tickets. You actually get something as well. You know, for the life membership, don't you, Doug?
You get 2 tickets for the rest of your life to any game, grand final included. Wow. So for the rest of your life. So even though there was only 272 day games, we got it.
Gee, I've got to say, Damo, that's just a lack of respect.
No, it's not. It's not.
I agree.
No one respects this bloke more than I do.
Clearly you don't. I mean, you're disputing
I'm going to go and have to get those 5 shirts that I've had printed up saying that I'm a 300k player.
Now,
well, it's a bit like Danny saying he's a member of the Hall of Fame at St Kilda. Or, sorry, the team of the century at St Kilda.
No, I didn't say that. Graham Brayshaw said that, Damo. Don't turn it back on me, number 43. You're showing disrespect to Sheedy.
It's not disrespect.
You're probably one of the greatest players of all time. He's a 300 club member.
300 club, correct.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do one day.
What about the players who play
in about 20 years' time,
NAB Cup,
when we have over there a bit of a function grand final day, and you go to knock on the door with your little beady eyes, we'll say, there's your hat, there's your hurry, rack off.
Why is it then when every time Dermot Brereton's introduced, it's 5-day, 5-night premierships? I mean, so what you're saying is night premierships mean nothing as well.
Well, how highly do you rate the North Melbourne premierships in the night series?
In the night,
and the one you played in Adelaide as well in your first game for Adelaide.
I've won 3 of those, and I rate them very highly. Obviously, just behind
what?
Obviously, just behind the finals that you played in the day.
Don't be silly, mate.
Well, what's ahead of those? They're grand finals.
You're talking Kevin Sheedy's 1,000th game down. That's what I can't believe.
Damo, I've got to
scrape it all back. That's not his 1,000th game for starters.
Now, can I just describe this for our listeners? Damo is sitting between Danny, Spud, and Wayne Carey.
They started about a metre apart, and the boys are just starting to close in on top of. I'd be feeling a little bit frightened at the moment if I was you.
He's trying to play it down too.
I'm not playing it down. Wayne played 272 games. That's what he played, and that's how many AFL matches he played.
You better go and make me a coffee now. And Wayne,
I can't
how
believe
many sugars, Wayne?
I don't drink coffee, but you can make me one.
The greater disgrace is you're in this 300 club as well. I can't believe you're in there.
Don't start.
That is.
Are you saying that's a disgrace? Go on, say it.
Say it.
Say it. Uh-oh. Go on.
It's a disgrace.
The tweets here at Twitter at Triple M Footy. That's how you get on, and they're called tweets. We've had a couple here from Randall Long. Agreed. Very disrespectful, number 43. That's Damo, by the way, Chrisso, the 43rd most watched person in Australian television. Keep pushing it to me. Disgraceful 43. Only doing it because Chief and the Wolf aren't here.
Yeah, you know what? You wouldn't do that if the Wolf was here and the Chief was here.
Get JB back. Damo feeling his wild oats.
Because how many games did the Chief play?
Oh, just about 300 life member.
Yeah, well, I reckon he'd be in the same category. I reckon he'd be in the 270s or 280s.
Look it up, Damo. Look it up.
He's shot down and run Sheeds Parade. Duck and Sheeds have paid their dues. They are legends of our 300 game,
These people
1,000 game super. Suck it up, Warrior. This one here about the Chief. Remember we said we haven't saw the Chief, Chrisso, on Fox Sports over the Olympics. We thought he might have got taken by the Bulgarian weightlifting team. But we've had here from Maddie 12Q, the Chief has been kidnapped by the Ugandan ape poachers in London and is currently being held in a cave somewhere in
Damo, we've got a bid farewell to you. Your final word on this game tonight?
I think Hawthorn just wins quite easily, guys. I know that's in a minority view in the build-up to this game, but I reckon the Geelong of this year is not the one that's won 3 of the 5. And just going to say goodbye to the 300 club members. See you, boys.
And Schwatta.
That's
Wayne Swass, Wayne Carey. Say goodbye with respect to Kevin Sheedy as well, please, before you go. I'll let you go till tomorrow, Damo, but that is a lack of respect.
You know what a typical answer, though. Just back to favourites from Damo. Yeah. That's right. I expect Hawthorn to win.
Fence like you.
Well, that's a very easy summation of the game.
Going to hit the break, boys. We're going to have a chat with Neil
a couple
Barn.
of Twitters just before we go. Triple M, Luke at Rishgoon, triplem.footy.com. Stop being a knob, number 43. That's Damo, the 43rd
Warrior.
most watched
Darren.
TV personality in Australia, number 43, Sheedy Duck Legends. What do you say to that?
We might end on that one.
Wasn't disputing it.
And we'll have a chat with Neil Barm when we come back.
1,000, though.
Cats
and
and the
300.
Hawks.
And the 300.
We'll continue this in the break, boys. This is the Friday
How many
Night
have you played,
Rock brought
Damo?
to you by Herald Sun Supercoach.